Big rock formation. Either there's a Korok seed under this or an air vent. I'm guessing an air vent. Yep. Ow. Yes, I indeed did find you, oh noble Korok. Goodbye. Right. Go. Melt the ice, pick up the Korok. Next one is further up the cliff. Probably under that ice block, if I'm perfectly honest. And cynical. Right. Do we think there's a Korok on that rock? Hoping it is. I'm also hoping Ascend works here, because otherwise I'm going to be faffing around. It does. Oh, the game is being kind. Right, that's good. However, I now do not know where the Korok is. I suddenly know where the Korok is. Ta-da! Yeah. Right, because it is a takes us down, let's go and get this cave. Yeah, there we go. Rock. There's a cave. What's that noise? Oh, hello. Cool. Really do not like the sound of their howls. Right. But in fairness, I think it's because I had a bad experience with my first encounter with them in Hyrule Castle. Is feathered edge. I mean, I'll drop the spear. Why not? That it? Can't be it. It's a cave. Go, couple of big bright blooms, the bubble gem. Appreciated. I suppose I will smash open this geode while we're at it. I thought I could maybe make a weapon out of an icicle, but I can't. There we go. This looks like a hiding thing. And it is. Look, we found some luminous stone and a treasure chest containing something of the great thief, Lupin the Third. Really should watch more of that anime. I'll at least continue working my way through the third part 4. The frostbite headdress, made for ancient rituals. This is an item. This item's cold absorbing cloth, produces frost and low temperatures environment. Nice. Okay then. Link certainly looks interesting, I must admit. Still not a big fan of the long hair, though. But I have got 2 levels to my cold weather attack now, so I can't complain too bitterly, if I'm honest. Oh no, I preferred it when he had a ponytail. Personal preference and all that. Right. That is that done and the cave done. Does a send work in here? Yes, right. That'll get us up to the top fairly quickly then. Hey. Okay, there we go. So, you know what? I'm not sure which I find more egregious. The Korok hunting in Breath of the Wild, or most of the collectible stuff in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I probably find Syndicate worse, because a lot of the stuff is locked behind a paywall. Nintendo haven't put a map for the Korok seeds in the game. But at the same time, they're not charging us for a map to the Korok seeds. They're leaving it up to the community to figure out. And I can appreciate that. But at the same time, it does feel like the incessant amounts of busy work. With my only saving grace being that as I go through the incessant amount of busy work, not only do I get better at the mechanics of the game, but I'm also gaining more materials to make better weapons. But, oh, look, statue. Does he need shelter, or does he need an offering? I'm thinking he needs shelter because his little hut doesn't have a... Is there a roof around here, or am I going to have to stitch some together with some trees? I'm thinking I'm going to have to stitch some together with some trees. That's enough. Marvellous. Not the best of roofs, but it's a roof. Cool. Right, that's another done. Right. So, we have... another seed and another... two. Ah, okay. Oh, No, I don't. Okay. Right, well, that's... Oh. That's suddenly going on the map. Hmm. Yeah, I suppose best is to go there and try and get as far over there as possible, but I'm probably going to end up down there. Right, okay. Ah! And there's an ascent point. Oh. Well, that could have helped for building the roof. Oh, well, whatever. Go with that. I get the feeling I did the thing wrong. Well, not the end of the world. It worked. The Korok's happy, so yeah, that's all that matters, I guess. You know what? Before we make a massive run for that seed, I'm going to go and get another can of cider. So, I will be right back. Don't go away. And I return. Also, I need 46 bubble gems in total. I've got 17 at the minute. Oh, I forgot. I poser for something as well. Do I know what the poser for? Not a clue, but I need pose for things. I mean, I've got them as collectibles. We've not been to the underworld recently as well. Maybe I should venture back there at some point. Also, I need to get more charges, don't I? Oh well, one thing at a time. But fear not, you will be given locations by someone if you're ever stuck. Oh, for bubble gems. Yes, I know, I can give a piece of fruit to the cherry blossom trees and the Satori will turn up and show me the way. Ooh, okay. Ah. LM7, and thank you very much for the resub. 10 months in a row. Thank you. And welcome back to the Inner Circle, Samurai. Much appreciated. Do we think it's... Oh, it can't be that way. That way either. Ah. No, ah. That has to be. There we go. But Satori helps too. Oh, fair enough. No, I mean, someone will tell you how many are left. Ah, fair enough. Is the Switch worth it? I mean, if you want to be legit, if you want to be legitimate, yes, because there's plenty of good games on the Switch. However, the hardware's old, and you'd get much better performance if you got a Steam Deck and you emulated the Switch games. Now, a way around this, by the way, legally, is you buy a Steam Deck, you buy the Switch game, but you play it on the Steam Deck. That's one way around it, because then you've got the powerful hardware behind it, and then you've got the software. I wouldn't worry, unless you play a lot of the games in handheld mode, I wouldn't worry about the Switch OLED, because there's not really much point. The OLED is just a more powerful screen, I think a slightly better battery, but all of the hardware is pretty much the 6-year-old stuff out the original Switch, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. I mean, for me, I've got my use out of my Switch, because there's plenty of Nintendo games that I want to play. I have a massive bookshelf to my side, filled with a backlog of games, and even then some on the Switch itself that I've downloaded from the eStore, so I found my use out of it. I mean, in terms of playtime, I've spent many an hour in games. Literally 400 in Breath of the Wild, and I've done about 40 odd in Tears of the Kingdom so far. 40 odd in most of the games I've got in the library. But yeah, I know of people who very much don't agree with Nintendo's customer policies, and thus they basically just have bought a Steam Deck and they just emulate their games onto the Steam Deck. And I can't blame them too much, really. It seems like a bit of a faff for me, so I just stick with the hardware. Also, I don't mind supporting Nintendo to a degree, because though some of their customer stuff is very questionable, in terms of their games, at least they haven't completely sold themselves out yet. I say yet. They've straddled the line very close. Some would argue they have crossed it massively. And I don't blame them. I really don't. The people who say it, by the way, not Nintendo. I will hold Nintendo to account for any BS that they pull. Crumbs. There's a cave here, and it looks like it is stuck behind this giant ball of ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I have any rubies? Have they literally stole the Mario Fireball visual effect for this game? Oh dear. Right. Speaking of, do you know much about emulating Wii games? I found an oldish one with some cool mechanics, but I have no idea how the emulators hold up. Try Dolphin. The problem with emulating try that again. With emulating Wii games is that Nintendo used the something called Wii Code. I think it's called Wii Code. Basically, it was a proprietary set of hardware, software restrictions that stopped you running the game. I mean, when Smash Bros. Brawl first came out, because it was, they did some stupid thing where they released it in America first, and then about 6 months down the line, they released it in the UK. 3 to 6 months. There was a long gap. So I got the American version of the Switch, of the copy of Smash Bros. But to get it to work, I had to first run a special disc, which then cracked the Wii code, which they used for their security, in order to run the game from a different market. Dolphin has that inbuilt. It's also the reason why Dolphin has been pulled from Steam under a cease and desist from Nintendo, which is fair enough because it's proprietary software, so yeah. But yeah, try Dolphin. If you want advice on emulation of games, try Wiblu here on Twitch. She has done plenty of emulation with Nintendo games in the past, so she might be a better person to ask. Yeah, that works. There we go, I found a thing. No, it's a metal vent. Okay, then. I found a temple-ish. Oh, there's water around it as well, so that would be fine. Aha! Bubblefrug. The game is Mad World. Don't think it's Nintendo, but nevertheless it runs on Nintendo hardware. I think Mad World was Sega? It was Sega or Capcom, and yes, it was a Wii exclusive if memory serves me right. So, yeah, you'll have to try and emulate, either get a cheap Wii or you'll have to emulate it. In which case, try Dolphin. I'm pretty sure Dolphin will run it. What? Nope, thank you. Right, supposedly, there's some armor in here. I can believe that. And I found it. There we go. Or maybe it's in a different place. Don't know. Oh! What? Found some keys instead. How the dickens did they get in here? Hmm. How many bombs have I got? Oh! That did a thing. What thing did it do? Okay, this is feeling like a Zelda dungeon. Ha-ha! Oh, it's a hot spring. Nice. Oh, well, that's nice of them. Thank you, Nintendo. I've just swam in the wrong direction, haven't I? Yes. Yes, I have. Hmm. Oh, missed out on that. Okay, this is different. Aha! The Meadow Divine Helm. A helm worn by a warrior who protected the Rito in a time beyond memory. It's said to deepen the bond with the Rito. Bond with the Rito when worn by a Hylian. I look ridiculous. Oh, well. Right. Well, we found another thing. We've got another bubble gem, and we have found ourselves the Varmado head thing. The closest we're probably going to see of Varmado in this game. How is it beyond memory, though? Because it was worn by somebody beyond memory. I think that is... Yeah, okay. That's done. Right. And then there is that one, which is really close. But there's also one over there, which isn't as close. And we're going to glide over to it. Because we're try that again. We're at an altitude higher than it, so we should have an easier time getting to it. Also, Time of the Wild series makes no sense. Like I said, 10,000 years ago. So 10 millennia ago, there was this great battle that nobody's actually heard of until the events of this game. Oh yes, marvelous. And it happened sometime after Twilight Princess? So, yeah. Sometime after Twilight Princess was the Calamity Ganon, and then there's Ganondorf in this game, and I don't know if he knows Link yet, so he knows Link of rumours, but he doesn't know Link himself. Excuse me, so... Yeah, balls if I know. That's a dead tree. Let's see if there's a Korok attached to the top of it. Oh, look, there's a Korok attached to it. What a shock. How much are you willing to bet there's going to be a Korok on the top of the Temple of Time? The Breath of the Wild's Temple of Time, not Tears of Kingdom Temple of Time, because there's multiple Temple of Times now. Right, that's done. Now there's one on the Hebra summit. There's one on the Hebra summit. Okay, fine. Ah, but you can't fall off and die. No, because we have the paraglider this time. Well, I could fall off and die, I suppose, if I really tried, but I'm not going to try. Although I was trying in the first place, but, you know. Man, everyone's running around, losing their mind with the story, and, oh, look at these revelations, and, here's Princess Zelda, so that's what happened, bloody, 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 blah. And, she's got a giant demon dog as a pet now, it all makes sense, and here I am going, well, there's a Korok seed there, and if we go there, then we should be able to glide to this point, and then collect this seed, and then collect this seed, and then delve into this cave to get this piece of armor. And it's just, yeah, yeah. Oh, well. I might as well turn these into just chatting streams, to be honest. Right. Watch a man look for every Korok seed on the map. Get years of content out of this. I probably will get a year of content out of this, to be honest. When did we start? Oh, about 4 weeks ago. So about a month of content so far, and we've not even got to the first temple. I think it's temples in this game. I think somebody in chat mentioned there were temples. Right, I don't even know if I get any kudos for the fact I'm going after all 1,000 Korok seeds. I think most people would just think, wow, you're insane. And you'd be right. They would be right. It takes a certain amount of insanity to try and do what I'm doing. There's a thing that... It's going to be a race, isn't it? It's going to be the same race I did in Breath of the Wild, isn't it? Oh, look! It's a race! I remember this race. Seriously, Nintendo. Wait a minute. What? Wow! Fun! Definitely remember this race, right. Only they've shortened it, because I think last time it was on that peak, and I had to use my shield surfing to get to it. Oh. Good and Bennett. Right. As long as you're having fun with the Koroks, then it's justified. I'm not sure about fun, but I'm certainly giving entertainment, so as I'm considering that a victory. I've missed a seed as well. Right, let's put a seed there. Oh, there's a cave and a shrine there. No. Right, let's go after them. I'm on the wrong side of the mountain. But, you know what? At least I'm making progress forwards. Not like, say, when I played Halo... Well, I didn't do that on stream, but... When I played Halo on Legendary, it did sort of start to rankle when I was basically dying and then being kicked miles of the way back. Here, at least, it feels like I'm continuously progressing forwards, which I can very much appreciate. Is that a rock? It is a rock, but it's not the rock I'm looking for, because there's a Korok puzzle right next to it. Okay. That's a sand. We don't need that.